Catson TV.
Hey everybody, it's your guest reviewer JB here for Catson TV. Today we are talking about I Want More by Donny McCaslin. Before we get started on that, I want to ask you to please subscribe to this channel for more cultural content coming out regularly. Please consider underwriting the efforts. There are links to Patreon and Ko-Fi below. And if you like what you see here, please do share out this video. The whole idea is to get the word out. Let's dive right into this. I Want More by Donny McCaslin. Donny McCaslin, saxophonist, composer, multi-instrumentalist, roots from right around here in the San Francisco Bay Area. Been working out of New York City for a long time. I became aware of Donny McCaslin via his work with the Maria Schneider Orchestra. You remember we did a review of Maria Schneider's album, Data Lords, a few years back. There's a link up there. Go take a look at that, please do. Donny McCaslin, of course, came to global attention through his work on David Bowie's final studio album, Black Star, an amazing piece of work where Bowie more or less hired Donny McCaslin's working group and just recorded the whole album with these cats. Amazing piece of work, but we're talking about this one. We're talking about I Want More, a new album that just came out on Edition Records a few weeks ago at the time that we're recording this. Oh my goodness, you know, I mean, this album is kind of the perfect intersection of the interest that we have here at Cat Synth HQ, the electronic music and the jazz kind of represented, coming together and fusing seamlessly on this one. Now, there's a couple other people doing this kind of fusion, for lack of a better word, of the electronic music and the jazz sound. You remember a while back we talked about The Comet Is Coming. I would say The Comet Is Coming is kind of coming from, it sounds to me like it's coming from the electronic music going towards the jazz. This sounds to me, if it makes any sense to you, like it's coming from the other direction. It's coming from the jazz going into the electronics. Donny McCaslin, of course, has a history on some of his previous albums. He did a cover of a track by Boards of Canada, if I'm remembering correctly. So, you know, he clearly listens to the electronic stuff. But to my ears, this is the first album where it's like, man, this is like everything all together. It's just, it all comes together. Let's give a shout out to his band. First of all, we've got Donny McCaslin, saxophones, flutes, various instruments and so forth. Jason Lindner on synthesizers and electronics. Tim Lefebvre on bass guitar. And the incredible drummer and composer, Mark Juliana, on drums. Oh my goodness, Mark Juliana. If you don't know this cat, man, you gotta check this guy out. Now, this is the album where, oh man, I'm telling you, over the years, jazz musicians have kind of, brought in the technology and things that have been changing and have adapted the sounds. There's this real synthesis of the electronic sounds and the jazz improvisational elements. There seems to be some processing of the saxophones at times. There's some almost kind of quasi-dub effects going on a couple of these things. A big, amazing shout out to Jason Lindner, who does some of the electronic processing on these things, does an incredible job. We got a varied program here. We got 8 tracks. On 2 of the tracks, the band is joined by a string quartet. And there are some really, really nice arrangements. For the most part, the energy is up. It's an up kind of album. There are moments where, you get to catch your breath and reflect on things, but really it's a lot of energy coming all the way through it. The one track that really caught my ear, the last track on there, number 8, I Want More. To me, I heard a lot of Wayne Shorter in that particular tune. The writing, specifically, had those kind of, there's a joke here at Cat Synth HQ about the Wayne Shorter interval tunes, where he's got these kind of zigzagging intervals going up and down. To my ear, it sounds like maybe there's a little bit of that going on here, and in the approach that Donny is taking in his improvisation on the horn. It's got that kind of, what would you say, the kind of questing, searching, feeling that, you get from the best of the Wayne Shorter improvisations. But, he doesn't sound like Wayne Shorter. He sounds like himself. And that's the thing, too. Again, This album doesn't sound like anybody else. It sounds like Donny McCaslin. He's established a sound, and the sound is growing and moving in different directions. And really, that's the whole thing, you know? It doesn't sound like an imitation of somebody else. This album, like I said, if you want adventurous, sounds, if you're interested in jazz, you're interested in electronic music and the intersection of the two things, this is the album for you. It's not an album for everybody. If your last name starts with the letter M and ends with the letter S and rhymes with the word Marsalis, maybe this one ain't for you. Know what I'm saying? Yay! Hey, wise guy, right? But seriously, I highly, highly recommend this album. Please do go check it out.
To find out more about I Want More and other music by Donny McCaslin, please visit his website and check out the description below this video. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe to CatSynth TV.
You are watching CatSynth TV!